Okay, so now here we are. This is live. We are here.
Fantastic.
Just gonna see how the stream's working out here.
Yeah, if everything looks good.
Everything looks good on our end here, but we got the live notification that we're live now.
Oh, that's good. That is certainly a step in the right direction. Oh, always got to start with one of those.
Oh yeah. Well, it most certainly makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
We are live. You know what? Here's the thing. We're live here.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, we're live. Now,
Everything looks great.
Yes, we are live. Now, here's the. Here is the. Here's the interesting sort of thing. That if we do when we do, see, I get that this is kind of how live radio works, or radio works.
Right.
But see, when we do commercials, we're then keeping the person. Now on our show, it's okay. But typically, then what happens is then you're keeping the person while you're playing the commercials. You're keeping them waiting.
Keeping them waiting in terms of.
Well, until the commercials, so you're keeping them waiting while you play the commercials.
Right.
For an extra couple of minutes or whatever.
True.
So essentially, it's kind of one of those sort of things. Now, some of them because a lot of them have actually been in radio. So technically they would be okay with it.
Yeah, that's true.
But for me, I just kind of find it odd that they're just waiting, that they'd be waiting for a couple of extra minutes or whatever.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like if we did commercials like at this point and just like kept that going while we got like if we went live but immediately just started playing commercials instead of something like what we're doing right now. Is that
No,
what you mean?
No, I'm thinking, see, if we look at the broadcast map show, for example,
Right.
Essentially, where and by the way, if you're listening later, you don't get any of this extra stuff, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I've taken to putting that in the newsletter posts of you want the extra content, you got to be here.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So like the like if we take the broadcast map show, for instance, where I think there it wouldn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense if we do if we do it, say, like 10 minutes in or whatever, we then play commercials live, keep the person waiting while we play them.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, so sort of, I think if we if we kind of came up with a way to sort of to tweak it for that show, I think.
Right, fair enough.
So, what would we say we do for that particular show?
Well, like I was sort of talking about, you could always do where you like start the live a few minutes early and just play some commercials that way.
Yeah, that works too.
That would be kind of the main slash only thought I would have for something like that, because I get what you mean. Like
Yeah.
with the broadcast map show, it's kind of a different flow where you're getting into it right away and you don't really want to interrupt that and keep someone waiting for 10 minutes. Or not for 10
No,
minutes, but 10
yeah.
minutes in, because you want to get into that conversation. Whereas here we can sort of start with just sort of some light conversation. We don't have to get into what we're getting into immediately. Someone's car is making an awful noise outside my window. I am so sorry.
No, I don't even hear it. It's okay.
Okay. Wow. But yeah, no, it's
And again, if you're listening later, you won't get that car content either.
no. And maybe that's for the best, because
No. We want people to hear everything.
But I mean, I guess you'll get it later if you listen to the live recording that's on YouTube, but you won't get it if you listen
true.
on any other, like, yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend that as the ideal way to listen though, because I'm a portable guy.
True, but it gives it views.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. But I'm a portable guy, so I would.
No, I understand that, and we both agree about
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
with your device locked. And
Oh yes.
I don't know about you, but after having tried like YouTube Premium and stuff for a month or two, it's a wonderful thing to not have the ads and to be able to lock your device, but I just don't know if it's worth the price for that, in my opinion.
You know what? You know what I think it depends on?
What's that?
I feel it depends on how often one is using YouTube. Because if they're constantly... Now, by the way, I don't do this, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do this. But there are
Okay.
people who just literally, all day, they scroll YouTube.
Yeah.
And if one is a scroller,
Mm-hmm.
then it's good for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be completely honest, I was using it more when I had it. I think just for the reason that those features were.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So like it's funny how it did increase my usage, but then that was like, should I keep paying for this so that I keep using it all the time? And I'm like, maybe not.
No, I stopped paying for it too, and you know what? I'm the same. Oh man, I'm the same.
It's like, if you had it and you started using it more and it got so bad that you just go, okay, this is great and I'm getting my money's worth, but should I be using it this much? And therefore, should I keep paying for this?
This truly is the Ali and McCara show, isn't it?
It is. It is. See, all this extra content, these extra opinions that you're not going to hear if you just listen later on. With that said, should we get down to business?
Oh, I'm game for that.
I am as well. Tell me why I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Actually, I do. I think you weren't expecting it.
I wasn't. You got me there.
Oh, well, I'm going to get you again then throughout the show.
I don't doubt that. And I can't wait. I am so looking forward to it.
Oh, yes. Me too.
Then let's do it.
Here we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to first close the reminders up because we don't need that anymore.
Right.
I will keep the mail app open in case.
Fair enough.
Oh, but before we do anything, let's do this first. Hang on here. Oh. Let's do this first.
Makar Slobodian is a co-host now.
Okay, that's done.
Okay.
That's done. That was the first thing to do.
Right.
Just in case, you never know.
Oh, of course.
And also now you have access to the record button now.
Oh, okay. So how? Where do I look for that? Do you want me to?
Yeah, if you'd like.
I would love to. Okay, where am I finding that?
I think it will just be somewhere in the app. I think it'll say record or resume. I don't know what it will say.
Oh, there we are. Okay. So in 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. In 1, 2, 3.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so then when we get to the commercials, just pause the Zoom recording. Okay.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, so now, so we're going to play the intro in just a sec.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, okay, so we're going to play it in 1, 2, 3. And I'll turn my mic off while we play it.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Ali and Makara's Books, part of the Broadcast Map Network, the show where the hosts discuss the books they've been reading throughout the week. Here are your hosts, Ali Musa and Makara Slobodian.
Good afternoon! On Sunday, January, where am I getting all these months from? September 21st, 2025. Where am I getting January from?
No idea.
Oh man, where am I getting January from? Yeah, I had my coffee this morning. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I hope so. I don't know what to tell you about that one.
Oh, tell me what you're thinking.
No, I don't know what to tell you. Oh. But as long as you had your coffee this morning, I'm sure things are. We got here, we're all set up, and things are great. That is just one minor thing.
Oh, well. Only if you're listening live, that is. I don't know what you're going to be hearing. Well, if you're listening later,
Leave it in.
oh yeah, I'll leave it in. Oh, we'll leave all this in. Okay, perfect.
Leave it in.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Anything after that intro,
Yeah.
we'll leave
yeah.
in, okay?
That's what I would think. But now,
Okay, go ahead, but now.
that did deserve a round of applause, absolutely. But now we've had just to begin things, we've had a week of iOS 26 under the belt. If you did the update at the beginning of the week. So would you like to tell us how it's going?
Okay, so on my iPad, I've been running it for the majority of the summer.
Right.
And on the phone, I did upgrade to it on Tuesday,
Excellent.
and so far, it's going really well.
Great. What are some of the new features that they've got going on that you've maybe used?
And I mentioned it I think last week, but the big one for me was the ringtones, and there was something else that I couldn't remember. But oh yes, now I do remember it.
Oh,
Now I do remember it.
okay.
There's a feature called whenever speech has been copied to your clipboard using the copy speech feature, which is a 3-finger quadruple tap when you're using VoiceOver.
Interesting.
Now there is a new option in there called copied speech in your clipboard. In your rotor.
Okay.
So, if you have had a series of speech that you've copied, it'll keep a bit of a history of it. And then, when you get to where you want to paste it, you then would go into that option in the rotor, and then you would pick the one that you want, and then you would activate it, and it would paste it where in the field that it needs to be pasted, or that you want to paste it.
Fascinating. That's kind of a neat thing to have.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually feeling sometime of actually doing a now for those that don't know about other sort of, if you don't know the other projects here that we are also involved, you and I, that is,
Yes.
are also involved in Techstravaganza.
That we are.
And so that is where we'll do some tutorials on things that we use. And this would be something that would be very neat to show. So for the next monthly one, I think this would be something to show.
I agree. That'd be fantastic.
And the other big... Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
That'd be a great thing to show people because I think it's not necessarily something that people would immediately know about.
No, and to be honest with you, it's hard to keep up with, like, everything that's kind of been introduced.
No, it is. It really is.
And that's And the other big one for me, the other big one is, and I'll mention it again here, that is the ringtones. Is being able to directly you don't even have to convert them now. Like, it'll just do all that for you when you import, as long as it's 30 seconds, your audio.
Mm-hmm.
You just can directly, there in the share sheet, there's a uses ringtone.
That's awesome. That's the way it should be, honestly.
And the interesting thing is that Android has had that for quite some time.
Oh.
For years.
Well, then it's great that Apple's kind of getting in on that.
It's about
Yes.
time, right? Like, and also something else that it had as well was, and until Apple introduced a similar type of system, but what Android had for a long time was what's called mass storage. So what you would be able to do is directly just plug it into your computer and be able to browse it like you would browse any other drive, and you'd be able to copy and paste things to it. And back in the day, when it came to Apple, when it came to the iPhone, you had to use iTunes to do all that.
Right, I remember that.
Although, if you fast forward now, such a system now doesn't really even exist anymore, of plugging the device into your computer. That's sort of like old school now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You don't even hear about anything like that anymore.
No, I mean, the only thing right now, I use my Braille display plugged in. Now, this is an old display.
Right.
And you did hear about it off air as to what will be happening this week.
I did, yeah, tomorrow.
That's right, yes. And so, but like, see, that's kind of the piece, right, where you don't really, you don't really necessarily, like, you don't plug things in anymore to have to get things off of or transferred over or copied over or whatever. Now it's all done. Either you can do it through your Files app or whatever on your phone.
Yeah, you got handoff, or it's all just like wirelessly done.
Yeah, yep.
Isn't that interesting how much that's changed?
Yeah, unless somebody's still... Well, even the Victor Reader Stream, they've sort of done away with it a little bit, but not exactly.
Right, and for your Braille display, have you always had to use it plugged in?
On the Mac side, I always have.
Okay, yeah. I remember using an older one back in school that had to be plugged in as well. Now that
It doesn't have to be, but I've always plugged it into the Mac side.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so what have we got coming up today on the show?
Coming up today, we will be discussing Slow Down, How Doing Nothing Makes Us Better Humans by Constance Kasser, which is part of the great courses you can find on Audible. And we will be discussing that after a very quick commercial break. Do stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Ali Ann McCara's Books, which is a part of the Broadcast Map Network.
Recording stopped.
Oh, what a day of hard work. I am glad the day is over and I'm heading out straight home. What a beautiful day out here riding my motorcycle, and I'm sure it's going to get much better when I get home and listen to CNT Radio. Oh my, so many great programs to pick and choose. There is the Melting Pot every Saturday. Every alternate Friday evening, she has the Cosmopolitan Culture Club, and on every alternate Friday, she has the Song Bank. And now she has the Classical Cafe every Saturday afternoon. Perfect way to wind down. Best of the best music from around the world. Why not check out her website at http://cnt.wordpress.com/cnt-radio. I feel like I'm the luckiest person to have such a great source of entertainment. I can see my home approaching very soon. Hope you all tune in and enjoy the great shows. CNT Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time.
CNT Radio will never give you up. They will never let you down, nor will they run around or desert you. So join Nick Astley for The Melting Pot every Saturday on CNT Radio. Hang on a minute. He's not Nick Astley. Oh, jings, I've done it wrong. Anyway, just join Nick for The Melting Pot on CNT Radio.
Looking for a sports podcast that covers sports weekly as well as gets you set up for the day? Check out Weekly in Sports with me, Scott McGregor. We give some shout-outs of the week to podcasts like this one and those who do them. Discuss the Blue Jays, Bills, Raptors, and more. To learn more, check out the Sports for Beginners Facebook page. Search Sports for Beginners.
Hey, you, why you looking so sad? Don't be so sad. I tell you what you're gonna do. If you got the vino, you pour yourself a bicchiere of vino. If you don't have a vino, maybe you got the panettone, maybe you got the panini, maybe you got the cafe espresso, but you fix yourself for something bella nice and you go to your computer and you log on to CNT Radio. And you listen to CNT Radio, okay? You do all that, you're gonna feel much better. I promise you. Alright? Ciao.
What a busy traffic on this Friday evening. I am almost stuck in this traffic for the last 40 minutes. And there is no way, I think, for me to get to the show. The CNT Radio Song Bank, which is going to start very shortly. It's one of my favorite shows. And my, what a way to wind down for the weekend. Perfect 2 hours of fun-filled music. And she has so many great features. Sound of Music, Undercover, Foreign Exchange. Name That Tune. And the big wheel that she spins. For Who's That? Or Where Are We? We cannot forget about the international stage. I have never come across such a great show in my life. I think I will have to press hard on my accelerator and go as fast as I can to get home in time. Wow! Look! I made it! I am almost there! Sienna T. Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time.
Listen to Sienna T Radio, because that is where it's at, baby. And it goes a little something like this. Listen to Sienna, you're gonna like it. Check it out. Sienna has the best songs, the best vibes from around the world. Tune in now or you're missing out.
Hello? How are you, my friend? Why? What's the matter? Why feeling bored and lonely? Look at me. I am always happy. The only reason? I can tell you, it's because I listen to Sienna T Radio. All the best shows you can think of. The Melting Pot, the Cosmopolitan Culture Club, and the Song Bank. There are also many more new shows to come. Please make sure to visit her website at http://siennat.wordpress.com/siennat-radio. Oh, now I can hear you more cheerful. Sienna T. Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time. I wonder if I could make it. It's almost getting to 8 o'clock p.m., and I am still a few more steps away from home to get to my computer to listen to Sienna T. Radio's Cosmopolitan Culture Club. The best of the best music from around the world. Can't wait! I think I made it! Sienna T. Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time. Hey, would you mind if I tell you something? Do you know we have a radio station in town called the Sienna T. Radio? Many people have tried it, and do you know that? They have just one thing in common to say. The best of the best music and entertainment we ever came across. Check it out on http://siennat.wordpress.com/siennat-radio. That's all I wanted to tell you. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks.
Sienna T. Radio, making your day brighter, one song at a time. Have you ever wanted a talk show that covers the world of broadcasting, the show's favorite sports teams, news and politics, as well as sports media, you've come to the right place. I am Ali Musa, inviting you to check out the Broadcast Map Show. To learn more about the show, please visit broadcastmap.ca. While you're there, subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss an update. Besides, it's free. Do you love books?
How about discussing books with others who also love to read?
Why not join us on the last Friday of the month for the Books Panel,
where we have fun, engaging conversations about a book selected by one of the panelists.
To learn more about the show, please visit bookspanel.ca. While you're there, subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss an update. Besides, it's free. Enter your email address and hit subscribe. Okay, so now I'm back on the air. Now we're going to go back to the Zoom block. And we're going to unmute it. Okay, so now that they've been unmuted, we are back on the air.
Awesome. So now would you like me to resume the Zoom recording?
Yes, we will. Although, yeah, you know what? In just a sec, I do actually... I am going to try turning off the off-air ones because I think there is a bit of a difference when they're on. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Okay, here we are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's significantly better. There is a double. Yeah, there is a double.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now I can...
Yep, go ahead.
Sounds good.
Recording in progress.
And we are back. So, Ali, would you like to tell us your thoughts about this week's book?
Yes, I really, you know what? Now, this is something and as you know, these books I have a lot of a deep interest and appreciation for. I certainly appreciate I really like the messaging here, where it gets into that. Really, the main message is connection.
That's one of them for sure. There's a lot of different things going on, but connection's a big one.
Yes. And no, I mean, understanding that that there are different forms. One of the concepts that was mentioned is of putting the devices away for a while, which in theory it makes sense.
Oh, absolutely it does.
In theory it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But in practicality, and it does for a bit of time, but it doesn't forever.
No, not forever. And I don't think that forever is what she was really trying to be a proponent for.
No, and she did mention at the end, I'm not trying to get you to change, to change it drastically, your life drastically, etc.
No, I think a lot of what she was kind of talking about came down to a lot of just take 10 to 20 minutes out of your day to do these little practices, or find time to be in nature, things like this.
Yeah. And of course, I don't even see, the other thing too is I don't even feel it was directed to everyone. I think it was mainly directed, I feel like it was mainly directed toward more of the able-bodied.
That's interesting. What made you feel that it wasn't directed to everyone?
I should paraphrase. I don't mean directed, but I feel like there was a generalization here that was taken.
Okay. Yeah.
Generalization in the sense that for those that are able to, can do, to do it. And for those that aren't for any reason, and there could be a multitude of reasons,
mm-hmm.
might look at it in a different way.
That is fascinating. I never even thought of it as this generalization. I do ultimately agree with you, and I understand what you're saying. I think, in a sense, maybe that's why she provided so many different methods, but
Yes.
I do kind of wish she maybe had said, because there are different things. She talks about listening to music at one point and that helping create oxytocin in the brain, that being the hormone that makes you feel really good and happy and everything. But I do think it might have been interesting had she, and this goes down to her area of study, right? Like, she's into more the religious studies that she mentioned. She's not necessarily a disability studies scholar or anything, which I think a perspective like that for something like this could be interesting, because as you say, there are parts of that are missing or maybe not being looked at in the same way. Because you are right, there's a multitude of reasons why people can't physically do some of these things, don't have the same access in a lot of ways.
Exactly, yeah. And and I think one of the other sides of it also is that where it kind of, I think it kind of comes down to as well, like where, that if it had been looked at from a disability perspective, which I wasn't expecting that.
No, I wouldn't have been either.
But what I feel I would have is that it is kind of a balance of these different things, right? And I feel like if it's obviously you and I are going to look at it differently.
Yeah.
Because, and whereas somebody who doesn't have the experiences that we do are going to look at it differently.
Of course. But the very fact that you're saying it feels generalized is because you've had these different experiences. Someone who hasn't
Correct.
might not even notice that.
Correct.
So that's interesting in and of itself, I think.
Correct. Yeah. But and we agree on that.
No, we do, absolutely. And I know even just, I'm sure we each have other people in our social circles who might say the same thing for completely different reasons than we would, but would say the same thing. That
Yes.
it is generalized, or that there is a certain lack of thought to accessibility in that regard.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, did you get to the end of I Might Regret This?
I am about a little less than halfway through now.
Oh, okay, that's good progress.
I was going to say, yeah, I made pretty good progress over the last couple days.
Yeah, and I will say this, that it's not, it wasn't my type of book.
Fair enough.
I thought it was, I found it was too romantic.
Okay, like too much into her romantic experiences, is that what you mean?
Yes.
Fair enough. No, I can understand that. I can respect that. Of course. Like,
yeah. No, I know.
It's not everybody's thing to hear about that kind of thing.
Yeah, I know exactly. And yeah, but you know, and I feel as though you know, I've always kind of felt that it's very much like it was an interesting sort of read, but it wasn't really my thing.
Fair enough. Would you say you kind of took anything else from it, like more positively than that, or it was just kind of that it fell flat for you in those ways?
I think it just kind of fell flat in those ways. I don't know. I can't, like, I don't know if I'd say that I got anything positive out of it. I'm not sure.
That's okay. Yeah, sometimes that just happens with a book where it's just not, it just doesn't land for you. And I don't mean you specifically.
No, I know.
I mean the general you.
No.
I'm sitting here calling you out. No.
No, you can call me out on. No, on this show it's allowed.
No, but that's not what I was doing there.
No, I know. No. Oh, I know.
Also, just to clarify for the listeners, in case it sounded like something that it wasn't.
Oh, no.
But
here's it. Go ahead.
Go on. No,
go ahead.
But yeah, I can understand that kind of being the case with that book, and I don't know, there are pieces of it as I'm going through that I wonder if she maybe didn't have to dwell on as much.
Yes.
How many times did we have to do the quote-unquote sleep study wherein we got her thoughts every 5, 10, 40 minutes as she was trying to fall asleep?
Oh, yeah.
You know, once for the sake of displaying that this is how her brain works, sure. Twice so far. I don't even know, maybe there's more, but I would agree that maybe in those senses it was a bit repetitive.
There you go. Yeah. No, you know what I was gonna say is that you will get to know us very well as you keep listening.
Right? There's a lot that comes through of our personalities, I think, that we let come through these conversations and these broadcasts. So if you want to get to know us more, it'll happen. Just stay tuned.
Oh, you will.
Absolutely. And there's a question that came up in this week's book that I think I'd like to pose to our audience because I think it's kind of an interesting one.
Okay, let's do it.
And it was in the section on connection. And people can answer this if they want in the various channels or not, because as the professor who was discussing all these topics mentioned, it can be vulnerable at times, but if you wanted to answer it just in the simplest ways, it's just the question of what makes you happy. And there's
Yes.
so many different answers to that. And I don't know if on air here, if you want to provide any answers to that for yourself, or if this is just something we want to put out there to people. But I just think it's kind of an interesting.
How about, you know what? Let's make it fun. How about we talk about it? How about we discuss our thoughts next week on it?
Sure.
Yes. And you want to let us know? Feedback at
AllieandMcCarrasBooks.ca.
Yes. Let us know there, please.
Absolutely. We'd
Use
love
that
to-
form. We want to hear your thoughts.
Most definitely. I think this would be a great conversation to have and kind of encouraging connection in ways, you know?
Yes. Now, here's the big question.
Yes.
What's
the big question?
coming up next week? Actually, yes, what's coming up next week on this show? We've got lots of shows this week, don't we?
We
on the
do.
network.
So we will start with this show and then you can give us the rundown for Broadcast Map show after. But for next week, we'll be back here next Sunday on the 28th.
28th.
My goodness. My goodness. How the time has flown. But we will be back here at 4 p.m. Eastern and we will discuss Alanis Morissette's book. Is it just called Jagged Little Pill?
Actually,
Or what is it called? I don't think I ever saw the title.
okay, so it's called Alanis Morissette,
Okay.
Words Plus Music, Volume 8.
Ah. Okay. It's a Audible exclusive then, I would imagine.
It is, yes.
Interesting. Okay. I am very excited to get into that and we can maybe we'll obviously discuss that and we can maybe go into what our favorite Alanis Morissette songs are because that could be fun.
You know what? We will discuss that. We will.
So yeah, definitely come back for that. That'll be a fun show. So what have we got this week on the Broadcast Map show?
We have on Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025, we have Scott Belford, host of the Walk Off podcast. We're going to discuss some Blue Jays, including the series against the Royals, which they lost 2 out of 3. This afternoon they were winning when I was listening for a little bit there, but I don't know about now.
Right.
I don't know what the end result in that game was. And of course, so that's coming up this week.
How exciting.
And the books panel.
Yes, we've got a books panel this week. That's exciting. We have one coming up on September 26th. That is the Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We will be here with our other panelists discussing Mark Haddon's The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. We're really looking forward to it.
Yes, and you can learn more about the shows. Actually, Rod will tell us where you can learn more about this show.
Absolutely, and the other two shows have their respective websites as well, broadcastmap.ca and bookspanel.ca. So until next time, everyone, stay tuned.
Thank you so much for listening and or watching Allie and McCara's Books. To learn more about the show, please visit allieandmccarasbooks.ca. While you're there, subscribe to the newsletter so you never miss an update. Besides, it's free. Enter your email address and hit subscribe. Allie and McCara's Books is part of the Broadcast Map Network where good conversations happen.
Okay, so we're going to stop the audio hijack session.
Recording stopped.
Okay, there we go. We're going to stop the audio hijack session now as well. Are we here?
Yeah, we are here.
Okay, so we're going to do that now. So if you're listening live,